Dig it for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good. Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Tonight, here in Wallhala, here at Wallhala High School, as we get set to see one of the biggest games of the season in Region 2 boys basketball, as we are moments away from opening tip-off here, as the boys from Hillsboro Central Valley make the trip all the way to play the North Border Eagles. North Border coming into tonight ranked 7th in the state of North Dakota and sit at number 2 in the region rankings standings, while Hillsboro Central Valley comes in at the number 4 spot. Both teams on an extended winning streak tonight, and we shall see one of those come to an end. Neither team losing a game since mid-January. So it's going to be a fun one here tonight. I am Jerry Peralta along with Leaf Bakken, who we will hear from shortly. Here on the Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll be right back as we get set for Hillsboro Central Valley and North Border.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Ulster Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Ulster Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Stella Benson with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Back here at Wallhala, here in the North Border Gymnasium, I am Jerry Peralta along with Leaf Bakken as we prepare for this Region 2 matchup between the North Border Eagles and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Tonight, a huge game in the region as North Border currently sits at that number 2 spot in Region 2, right behind Thompson, while HCV sitting in the number 4 spot behind Grafton as well. Thanks to a nice streak they're on, and Hillsboro Central Valley has managed to turn things around. Started off the season not as hot as we would have normally seen them, but they turned things around. That last loss they've had came back on January 17th, where they lost to Thompson. And then 3 days later, Thompson would hand North Border their first and only loss on the season so far on January 20th. So interesting matchup, two teams that almost playing the identical here as we get set. And it's going to be a fun one to watch, as we had a chance to also talk with head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Elliot Rutvold, and see how his team is feeling coming into tonight's matchup. here on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Now, along with me is the head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Elliot Rutvold. And Coach, get things going. How are you doing today? How was the trip?
Oh, it was just fine. Made it safely, so we're ready to get stretched out and ready to go.
Big Region 2 matchup here against North Border. Your team's been on a run since the win in Cavalier. What's been the key to success on this run you've been on?
Oh, we've just been playing well together, I think, and the guys kind of, at a stretch there we weren't playing very good basketball, and just kind of relaxed and talked to them about, just going out and playing some basketball and playing together and being a little bit more connected and getting back to work and practice, and that's what we did. And the other guys have built some confidence and, not pressing quite as hard as they were maybe earlier in the season when things were going well. So, yeah, they're just playing good basketball and, been rebounding the basketball pretty well. But, it's still, they're high school kids, and, some nights they're feeling good, and some nights, you don't know where they're at. So, it's just the way it is, and you just got to get yourself, prepare them as well as you can, I guess.
And leading up to this game, have had a couple days of practice. What's been the message to the boys tonight to not let them get inside their own heads coming into this big matchup?
It's just we've played this our 5th game in 8 days here, so we've haven't had a whole lot of practice. Had a short practice yesterday, just get ourselves prepared for the day. And biggest thing tonight, it's region game, our last region game of the year. For us, it's. I think for both teams, it's it's going to come down to basically what color uniform you're going to wear in the region tournament. Unless Thompson falls, loses 2 games here down the stretch, it's not going to matter much. Where both teams here are going to be 2 and 3, seed 2 and probably seed 3, depending on who wins and who loses here tonight. So, it's which means you're probably going to match up with each other again in the region tournament more than likely. So, you want to play a good basketball game and give yourself a chance to win. We know the North Border's got a great team, got 3 of the best players in the region, and so it'll be a tough matchup for us. But looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get out there and play some good basketball.
Yeah, and you look at North Border, ranked 7th in the state, and has that been a big motivator for your team to come out strong tonight?
No, it's not. Rankings don't mean anything. They're media rankings, and it just depends on how you're doing. And the North Border's played really well all year long. With one loss to Thompson, it's just. It is what it is. You just you try to keep them away from that kind of stuff. It's kind of hard in today's day and age, but you just try to worry about the next game and next practice and everything like that. It's kind of cliche, but that's what you try to do.
Yeah, and you look at tonight. What are going to be some of the keys for your team on both sides of the ball to really slow down North Border? Yeah,
I think that's a big thing. I think for us, the tempo of the game is big for us. We want to get the ball inside a little bit more. We're going to take a little bit more time. They want to get up and down the court a little bit more. They got 3 really good players, and a couple other guys can knock down shots. So, we're just going to have to play really solid on the defensive end. And then, like I said, we've been dominating the boards pretty well lately, and that'll be tough tonight, tough challenge tonight. And if we can do that, we feel pretty good about it. For us, it's rebounding the basketball well and then taking care of the basketball. When we get ourselves 10, 12 turnovers, we play pretty well. When we get closer to that 20 mark, then it seems to be more of a struggle for us. So we got to take care of the basketball against their pressure and know where Stainbrook and Gosley and Johnson are at, and they're gonna get the points. We just got to make them earn as many buckets as we can tonight.
Coach, any more keys, final thoughts before tonight's matchup?
No, we just need all of our guys to come ready to play and play a good basketball game tonight together. Like I said, we didn't play great against Richland the other night. A little bit of a letdown, I think, between Mayport CG and the North Border game, but we were able to kind of pull it out there at the end. So sometimes you just got to do that. You got to fight through things and play hard. And tonight we just got to fight for 32 minutes and see what happens at the end. Hopefully we got a chance and can give ourselves a chance to win.
Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877. The story is told that the lumberyard in Hillsboro has been continuously operating on this same location since 1881. That means that although it has changed its name, appearance, and ownership a few times, we've been in business for 140 years. Proudly part of the Hillsboro community as one of the original businesses founded on serving our neighbors. And wouldn't you know, that business model still works after all this time. With a focus on customer service, Hillsboro Lumber welcomes you.
Today's sponsorship is provided in part by Anderson Cutting Horses, Roger and Connie Anderson. They wish all boroughs the best in academics, athletics, and extracurricular activities this school year. Roger and Connie Anderson of Anderson Cutting Horses are proud to have the students of Hillsboro and Central Valley represent our communities. Good luck, boroughs, in all that you do. From Roger and Connie Anderson, Anderson Cutting Horses.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
Here on the Irie Insurance pregame show, now along with me is the head coach of the North Border Eagles, Coach Dan Moore. And Coach, get things going. How are you doing today?
Not bad. Been a pretty decent Thursday up here.
Yeah, and big game tonight against Hillsboro Central Valley. You know, your team has had quite the run so far this season. What's been the key to success for your team throughout this season?
Well, we've had a good mixture of a post game, an outside game, driving in the hoop game. You know, we've scored in lots of different ways throughout the year, and that's been key for us. Then we played some pretty solid defense too. So, you know, I think we're only giving up like 42 points a game, kind of thing. And so that's been something we've been able to hang our hat on a little bit.
Yeah, and both your team and Hillsboro Central Valley going on a bit of a win streak after their last loss in January, and throughout this run for you guys, what was the change after that loss in Thompson?
Well, you know, when we lost to Thompson, we came out flat. We just, middle of the season kind of a thing, and we didn't have it that night, and so we just, it was an opportunity to kind of refocus and get after it. You know, we've had some maybe not great games in between there too. Luckily that we were able to still get wins, but been working on some things since that one, some things we learned in that game, and that's been key for us is trying to get better at some of those things we weren't so good at.
Yeah, and looking at your team ranked 7th in the state, I mean, throughout the season, has it felt like all eyes have been on you guys throughout?
Oh, for sure. You know, we've kind of known right away that, we were going to have a little target on our back this year. It was us, Thompson, Hillsboro were kind of the top of the region with what we expected. And, it's we've been getting everybody's best every night, it seems like. And that's, we expect the same tonight. And Hillsboro's been in the same boat. You know, they were ranked high early as well, and they played a tougher schedule than us this year. So they've got a couple more losses, but doesn't mean that we're a better basketball team. So it'll be fun to see where we're at tonight.
And tonight, as mentioned, it's a big one and potential opponent you might see in the region tournament. What are you going to look for from your team tonight to come away with the big win?
Well, one big thing is we're going to have to try to keep them off the boards, and it's easier said than done. That's a big team, and they attack the boards really well. That's going to be key, is to limit the second chance points, especially. And then hopefully we can, keep our turnovers down. They play a pretty solid defense. You know, they're real long. They cover a lot of area, and we got to make sure we keep our turnovers down. So those will be the keys for us to win, and hopefully we can hit some shots. You know, that's going to be crucial, obviously.
And looking at tonight, big matchup. What's been the message to the boys to not let them get inside their own heads coming into today?
Honestly, the message has been, it's just another basketball game. In the end, if we finished 7th in the region, as long as we're playing better basketball come region time, that's been our focus. And so, whatever happens. Obviously, we'd like to get a win tonight and prove that we can play with some better teams, which Hillsboro is. But at the same time, if we don't, then we'll find some things to work on. So we're staying pretty level-headed about it and hopefully have a good night.
Coach, any more keys or final thoughts before tonight's matchup?
Just have fun. That's going to be the key.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Back here on the Irie Insurance pregame show for all your insurance needs. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. Now bringing in Leif Bakken, who will be running my camera tonight. Thank you, Leif, for that, and thank you for making the trip all the way with me out here to Wallhala here in the nest of the Eagles. It's what you see when you walk into the doors here.
Yeah, welcome to the nest, it says, and. Hey, a nice little atmosphere, cushioned seat for me. I'm all about it. So I'm happy to be here, and by the end of the night, if we don't walk away with a bit of a Canadian accent, I'll be a little disappointed.
Yeah, we're as you would say, Leif, we're a rock's throw away from the border. But enough about that. Let's look at both of these teams as they match up here tonight. Hillsboro Central Valley coming in at 14-5 overall, 8-2 in the region. As mentioned, they sit in that fourth spot in the standings. They are riding a 10-game win streak that started all the way back after a big win against Cavalier in January. And the last time out, the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros would flow with their momentum as they would get the win over Richland 49-35. And as Coach mentioned, obviously not one of their prettiest wins of the season, and they are not going to want to have that same look here tonight against a very tough North Border this time around. And it's going to be a big game that they will need to lay it out all on the floor. And we look at North Border. They come in at 14-1 overall, 10-1 in the region. Only loss coming to Thompson this season back in January, 3 days after they had beaten the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. So Thompson sits at the number 1 spot in the region. But North Border's been on a roll since that loss, and they've come back in a strong way. And the Eagles have just rolled through their schedule since then, and the closest game that they had was against Mayport CG, where they only won 56-50. And then you look at the last time out, they took care of business against Hatton Northwood, winning 59-42. Fun matchup here tonight, Leaf, as we are getting ready. We are just a couple minutes out from the opening tip-off here, so we will take one more break and wrap up the Irie pregame show. For all your insurance needs, once again, visit IRIEINS.com. Excuse me. We'll be back, and when we come back, we'll have your American Crystal Sugar starting lineups and opening tip-off. All this and more coming up on yourliveevent.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the Agronomy Centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or our villa at 701-343-6273.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hillsboro Drug and Gift, your area Health Mart pharmacy, is bringing you the savings on your cough and cold medications, including Luden's Throat Drops, just $1.49 per package. Health Mart Cold and Flu Severe, 24-count caplets, $5.49. Health Mart Cough DM Liquid, $8.99. Health Mart Nighttime Liquid Caps are $4.99. And get this Health Mart bonus, Omeprazole Acid Reducer. Get 28 tablets plus 14 free for just $15.99. Hillsboro Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center, as we get set, we will bring you the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar online at crystalsugar.com. As we will start with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Number 5, Parker Gallagher, the guard/forward senior, will get the start today. Number 15, Gannon Limke, number 5, gets the start, senior. Number 15, Parker Gallagher, the senior guard, getting the start. A lot of ambiance here, Leaf, as we get set for the starting lineups for North Border. I got to hurry. Peter Dryber, the junior guard/forward, getting the nod for Hillsboro Central Valley. Thank you, Leaf. Number 44, Caden Waterworth, the senior forward, will get the start. And to round things out for Hillsboro Central Valley, number 50, Jacob Brandt, the sophomore forward, will round things out. The Burros are coached by head coach Elliot Repbold and assisted by assistant coaches Jeremy Brandt and Marcus Hagnes. Now moving on to the North Border Eagles. Number 2, Trenton Cosley, the junior, will get the nod. Number 5, Jackson Johnson, the senior, getting the start. Number 11, Grant Cosley, brother to Trenton Cosley, will get the start. He's a freshman. Number 22, Kyler Moore, the senior, getting the nod for North Border. And to round things out, Aiden Stainbrook, the number 33, the junior, getting the nod, as that round will round out the North Border Eagles. The Eagles are coached by head coach Dan Moore and assisted by assistant coach Wes Stainbrook, as we are just moments away from opening tip-off here at the Wallhala Civic Center, the home of the nest of the North Border Eagles. Leaf, I gotta say, a lot of showmanship here tonight. I was not expecting that.
No, and that's great to see that they take some great pride in it, and they've got the nice new lights, so you don't have to wait for them to warm up. You can turn them off, turn them back on, and away we go.
Turn them off, turn them on. As meeting at half court for the Burros, Jacob Brandt will match up with Jackson Johnson, as Johnson will win the tip-off for the Eagles. And now with it is Grant Cosley, as he dumps that one up to Kyler Moore with it. Trying to go inside, gets it down to Aiden Stainbrook, as he almost loses that. Jack Johnson will look out to Kyler Moore, and Moore gets things going with a three-pointer, and that will start us off here in the first quarter as the Eagles take the first points of the game. Big Region 2 matchup here. Caden Waterworth dumps this one out to Jacob Brandt, and Brandt responds with a three-pointer of his own.
We might be seeing a lot of that tonight, Jerry.
As the pass out, we're gonna find Kyler Moore. Or excuse me, that is Aiden Stainbrook, who passes this one out to Kyler Moore on the far side, looking down to Trenton Cosley. Cosley looks back up to Moore, who pulls up for a long three-pointer, goes off the rim, no good. But that'll be rebounded by Jackson Johnson. And Johnson loses that as it will go out of bounds, recovered or it'll be turnover for the Burros. So with it now is Peter Dryberg as he passes this up to Parker Gallagher. Gallagher will find Brandt on the far side, looking inside to Waterworth, who pulls up from the free throw line, and Waterworth can't extend the lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. As Trenton Cosley passes down to his brother. Now looking inside to Johnson, and he collides with Gannon Limke, but they'll say last touch by Limke, so this will stay in favor of the Eagles. Fast pace coming out of the tip-off here, Leaf, as that's a shot by Aiden Stainbrook, and Stainbrook will get things going as he gets a three of his own.
He's a tall guy, but it looks like he's dangerous from outside, so the Burros will have to take note on that.
Peter Dryberg passes this one up to Jacob Brandt as he gets that one back. Pass off to Parker Gallagher. Gallagher going off to Dryberg, who will find Brandt for three. Or excuse me, that was Gannon Limke for three, and he ties things up.
Great shot for Limke, and again, another tall, dangerous guy from the outside.
Grant Cosley passes up to Trenton Cosley. Grant trying to go inside, but he'll look this one out to Moore. Stolen away by Caden Waterworth, and Waterworth now heading the other direction with it as he finds Gallagher in transition. Gallagher slows things down for HCV. Brandt gets it on the near side, outside of the arc, and Waterworth pulls up, and he gets blocked by Moore, and Limke can't get that one to go, and finally rebounded by Brandt, as the Burros will take their first lead of the game. And just a little bit of a scrum there for that ball. Fake the three by Trenton Cosley. He goes inside, and he'll be blocked by Gannon Limke, and rebounded by Jacob Brandt, and who will find Limke in transition. Dumps this one off to Dryber. Gallagher looks out to Brandt, and Brandt for three. Burros now up by 5, 11-6 here on the Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Trenton Cosley looks out to Aiden Stainbrook, and Stainbrook's shot goes wide as that's rebounded by Gannon Limke. Call that first personal on Kyler Moore. And we will immediately see Grayson Oman check into the game for the Eagles.
Oman, a sophomore, standing at 5'10" for this Eagles team.
Gallagher looks off to Peter Dryber. And Dryber going inside to Caden Waterworth, who looks out to Brandt for three. Off of the rim, no good. But nice tip by Limke, and that will set up Dryber for the rebound. So Dryber looking out to Gallagher, who will find Brandt. And this time Limke pulls up for a three just off of the rim. But Dryber once again there for the rebound. As Brandt with the long pass across court. And Brandt will finally take the three. Once again off the rim. And another rebound for Peter Dryber. just in the right place at the right time. Not what North Border wants. As Parker Gallagher passing off to Jacob Brandt. And Brandt finally pulls up for a long two. No good. And that'll finally be rebounded by North Border. Give that rebound to Trenton Crosley. Crosley for three. Off of the rim, no good, but there on the rebound was Omen. Now Grant Crosley with it, looking to his right. Gets that one off to Jackson Johnson. Now going inside the lane is Stainbrook. Beautiful feed there from Johnson.
Yeah, great job as he cut on that baseline. And that shot's usually open, Jerry, so we might see more of that from the Eagles.
And they'll get a charge foul there. Call that one on Peter Dryber, and that'll be his first. So one team foul apiece with 3:04 left to go here in this first quarter. North Border and Hillsboro Central Valley both just fighting their hearts out. As mentioned, this is going to be a game where both teams are going to have to leave it all on the floor here. Hillsboro Central Valley sitting in that number 4 spot. A win here would definitely shake things up in the region for sure. This is the last region game for North Border, and it is also the last region game for Hillsboro Central Valley. As Peter Driver crosses half court, passes this one off to Jacob Brandt. He'll find Gallagher, now looking inside to Limke. Driver for three. Very long. Will not count. As now heading the other direction with it is the Eagles. Trenton Crosley will find Grant Crosley for three, and Grant Crosley can get that one to go. We're all knotted up at 11 now. Pass off to Limke. And Limke just a touch early there on the pass to Gallagher, and they'll get the backcourt violation call there, so turnover for the Eagles, or in favor of the Eagles, excuse me. So now with it is Grant Crosley, and Crosley's going to get called on a carry.
Coach looking at the official saying, yep, I saw it too.
So Gallagher gets the inbound pass here, tied up at 11 apiece here on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. 2 minutes remaining here in the first. Jacob Brandt fakes the three, going out to Peter Driver, but there will be a foul on the play. Give that one to Grant Crosley. And we'll see our first substitution for Hillsboro come in. That Alec Magnuson will check in. And Brandt with the nice floater there, gets that one to fall, and the Burros take the lead back. As Grant Crosley goes up to the top of the arc to Trenton Crosley. Grant with it, looking up to Stainbrook for three, no good, and Limke there on the rebound. Peter Dryberg with it now, going off to Magnuson as Jacob Brandt with it, trying to go inside the lane, has to dump this one out to Gallagher. Dryberg now going inside to Limke, floats that one just off of the rim, no good. 1:12 remaining here. Quick dump out to Stainbrook as he has to give that one right back to Trenton Crosley, and Crosley can get that one to fall for three. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's been an exhilarating one so far with 3 different lead changes. As Brandt will pull up for a three of his own. Not there, but there to rebound it is Limke. A handoff to Brandt. And Limke just having to go all the way to Gallagher cross court. Brandt now dumping inside to Magnuson and can't get that one to go. But Limke just to smack that one back to Brandt for the rebound. Now Gallagher. Shot clock is now off with the final 20 seconds ticking away here. Dryberg passes off to Limke, and Limke holding on to it as long as he can, trying to get somebody open. Almost gets the pick from Gallagher, charges his way in, no call, a lot of contact. It will not go. Now cross court is Grant Crosley. Passes down to Trenton Crosley for three. No good. And that will do it here in the first quarter. A lot of high-intensity action. As the first quarter wraps up, the North Border Eagles lead the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 14-13.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsboro Central Valley students. Go Burros!
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center, here for the start of the second quarter. The North Border Eagles leading the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 14-13, as the Burros will start things off here with it, as Parker Gallagher will get that pass. As checked in is Aaron Cooper. Cooper with the long pass, managing, almost staying in, but just had 1 foot slip out, and that'll be a turnover.
Good athletic move by him.
So Trenton Cosley, I've been adding an R to that as I was informed. I do apologize for that. As a shot from Stainbrook, no good from beyond the arc. That'll be rebounded by Jack Johnson, Grant Cosley looking down to his brother Trenton Cosley. Now we'll find Stainbrook as he goes in, and he'll get that one to fall. And Stainbrook with 2 more points as he will extend the lead to 3 here. And Gannon Limke, gets called on the carry.
Yeah, the Burros are going to have to settle down a little bit and make sure they're not making some of those mistakes. We saw the Eagles correct earlier, and they've come back out of it a bit.
Grant Cosley with the long pass up to Trenton. Finds Johnson inside the paint. Aaron Cooper getting the steal here. Crossing half court. Can't keep that one alive. And he will keep it alive. Good play there by Aaron Cooper. Chase that one down and throw it off of Grant Cosley. As Cooper gets the inbound pass. And he'll get this one right back. Looks down to Gallagher. Gallagher at the 10-foot line of the volleyball paint. Now going inside to Limke, and Limke using the backboard. He'll get that one to fall.
Gannon Limke, just a strong senior player. He knows what to do under the basket, and they're going to have to be careful, the Eagles are.
Trenton Cosley with it, looking inside to Jackson Johnson. Johnson can muscle his way through 2 defenders, and he will get the bucket.
I don't know about you, Jerry, but I kind of see a mirror on each side of this floor for these 2 teams.
Yeah, both teams about the same in size. And Brandt will pull up for a 3, and that's just well wide left of the hoop. And so rebounded by the Eagles, heading the other direction. Grant Cosley looks up to Trenton on the far side. Pass down. Trenton pulls up for 3. No good off of the rim. And now it's a scrum for the rebound. They'll call the push. And this one will stay for the Eagles. Get that one on Gannon Limke. And we will see Peter Dryberg check back into the game for the Burros. He subs in for Alec Magnuson. Long pass out to Grant Cosley. And his 3 is no good. And now Aaron Cooper gets it. Off of the rebound was Dryberg. And now they'll pass off to Magnuson. They subbed out Jacob Brandt. But now with the steal was Trenton Cosley, and Trenton will get the 2 points. Peter Dryberg passing it out to Magnuson. And Magnuson now going to look inside to Limke, and Limke with the floater, he can get that one to fall. The Eagles with the lead, 20-17. Grant Cosley looking up to Trenton Cosley. Johnson with the beautiful pass to Aiden Stainbrook, and Stainbrook will get that one to fall. As mentioned, a big Region 2 matchup. North Border coming in with only 1 loss on the season here. As Limke pulls up for 3, can't get that one to fall. Dryberg there on the rebound. And now Gallagher has it, passing out to Dryberg. Limke with the mid-range jumper, no good. Magnuson on the rebound. He'll muscle his way through.
Great job for Alec Magnuson coming off the bench and makes those points happen.
Now with it is Trenton Cosley for the Eagles. And it's a loose ball, but that'll be picked up quickly by Grayson Oman. And for 3 was Stainbrook, and Stainbrook can't get that one to fall. Good rebound there by Cooper as the Burros now heading the other direction with 3:54 remaining in the second quarter. Hillsboro Central Valley both on a nice win streak here after their last loss back in January to Thompson. They have looked great as Gallagher pulls up for a 3, and he won't get that one to fall. But Peter Dryberg there yet again to get the rebound.
Great job by the Burros. They keep moving around, trying to find somebody open.
And call that one a block by Johnson as Magnuson could not get that one over. Beautiful defensive effort there by the Eagles. Grant Cosley with it now. Looking up to Trenton Cosley on the far side. Taking a couple steps in. He'll fight his way. Aaron Cooper will smack that one out of his hands. And now the Burros heading the other direction. Peter Dryberg slows things down. Had a look, but didn't take it. Pass out to Aaron Cooper. Cooper will take a step inside. No good, off of the rim. 2:50 remaining here in the second quarter. About as intense as we were expecting. This game was going to be a fun matchup to watch as Grant Cosley gets the pass. He'll fake the 3. Looks up to Aiden Stainbrook, and Stainbrook can't get that one to fall. And as the Burros now crossing half court with his Gallagher. And Burros just trying to keep up this momentum they've had. They've built up a lot in this win streak. And as Coach Rutvold mentioned, as Gallagher shoots a 3, no good. In their last game against Richland, the Burros just didn't play as strong as they would have liked, a little flat-footed. But they've come out and they've shown they can be resilient as Aiden Stainbrook has a lane and he gets the 2 points. And the Burros just need that all to come together here tonight. This is a tough matchup. North Border ranked 7th in the state of North Dakota. Aaron Cooper getting the pass, looks out to Magnuson for a long 2. And Magnuson will respond as he gets the 2. 1:36 remaining here in the second quarter. Trenton Cosley with it. Takes a step inside, pulls up, off the rim, no good. There on the rebound was Gannon Limke. And Trenton Cosley trying to come up with the steal, but he's going to poke that one out.
I want to talk a little bit about Cosley because every time down the floor we've seen him drive to the basket. We talked about this between Jerry and I in the JV game. The body control that the Eagles have is very impressive. Watch Cosley the next time he's down and takes it to the basket.
Both Jacob Brandt and Caden Waterworth have checked in, back in for the Burros. And still same starters out there for North Border. We've only seen one substitution for them tonight, and that was Grayson Oman. With 1:06, the Burros keep possession as the Eagles poke the ball out of bounds. Brandt getting the pass blocked by Johnson. Caden Waterworth there on the rebound. And he has cut the lead down to 1.
Just under a minute to go.
Long pass out to Grant Cosley. Now Trenton with it, going inside. Trying to find a look here. Gets this one out to Kyler Moore. Now Aiden Stainbrook looking inside to Johnson, and Johnson can get that one to go. Beautiful look there by Stainbrook. Ball stolen away by Kyler Moore. Now heading the other direction. Passes this one. Passes it down to Grant Cosley. 21 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off here as time is winding down. And Leaf, I gotta say, this has been as clean of a first half as you could get. Only 2 team fouls for both teams. I mean, no matter how the outcome, you can't say play wasn't an issue. As Grant Cosley pulls up for 3 off of the rim, no good. And that will do it here for the first half. At the end of the first 16 minutes, the North Border Eagles lead the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 26-23. We'll be right back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Cruise on over to Hillsboro Body Shop, where they work on anything automotive. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. The guys combine for over 25 years of experience with professional, top quality, and timely automotive service. It's Ben and Tyrell at the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call 701-636-4981. Cars, pickups, semis, and more. If it moves and needs work, bring it over to the Hillsboro Body Shop. Call Ben Alba and Tyrell Lee, 701-636-4981. The Hillsboro Body Shop.
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center, home of the nest of the North Border Eagles. And I mean, this first half was as exciting as we could have expected. Only 2 team fouls for both teams. Very, very clean play here, Leaf. As the first half kind of just seemed to fly by here, as the North Border Eagles lead the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 26-23. And I mean, what have you seen so far out of both teams here within this first half?
Well, you know, I like the fact that both sides, again, it looks like a mirror at half court. They look very comparable. One of the things I like is that the big men are doing their jobs as big guys, but they're also able to step out beyond the arc and make it happen as well. So we can see all the shooters on North Border. They'll take the three-point shots. We've seen the sophomore Brandt take the shots for Hillsboro Central Valley. But don't get me wrong, Gannon Limke does a nice job as well. Waterworth and Magnuson doing their duties underneath, but we saw Magnuson take that long two-pointer as well. So both teams very comparable, and we're going to look for range shots. Keep that in mind tonight, folks. Range shots are going to be a big deal. We've seen the Eagles capitalize, Jerry, on those short passes back and forth. So big deal there as well. Is kind of watch how the Eagles shift that ball around. They're going to get it to that baseline and then kick it back into the lane. They've had good success there.
Yeah, and you look at both these teams defensively, both teams with a couple players who have a block on so far in that first half, and I mean, you can't ask for better production on the defensive side. You know, North Border and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros getting some offensive plays going, but neither team has taken full control. The Burros led by as much as 5, and it is the same thing with the North Border Eagles, led by as much as 5 here. And we look, and we...
You know, one of the things, too, is that, how did I want to say it, that you saw the Burros need to do a few more head fakes, I think. That's where we saw a lot of these blocks, because you have both sides. I mean, I think the Eagles have done a better job, especially because they've been passing it around, so they haven't had to fake underneath, and that opens somebody up. But on the other end, the Burros, if they take a couple head fakes, that's going to make an Eagle fly by, and then they're able to take those good jumpers that we've seen on the baseline, that we've seen from the block. So that's the improvement I want to see in the second half.
We'll talk about that more when we come back. We are here on the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance halftime show for Auto, Farm, Home, and Business. Visit with Ryan Opdahl at Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. We'll be right back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
H509. If you are already a member, thank you. If you are not a member, we would love to invite you to join Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. We remind you every graduating student who applies will receive at least one scholarship through Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. So we can continue this amazing program, please consider a gift this season to Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars. Visit H509 Hillsboro Dollars for Scholars website or Facebook page for more information.
The Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsboro Vets Club is cheering for the Burros and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck, Burros, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center here on the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. Look at some stats for both of these teams. Starting with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Gannon Limke in that first half has 7 points, 4 rebounds, and a block. Peter Dryberg ending that first half with 6 rebounds, really controlling the boards here for Hillsboro Central Valley. And definitely showing what he can do for his team. Caden Waterworth with 2 points, a rebound, an assist, and a steal. Jacob Brandt got things going early for the Burros as he closes out that first half with 10 points. And he did go, or 11 points, 10 points, excuse me. Had an extra stat in there that that was wrong. He also has a rebound. Then you look at Alec Magnuson, who has 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Aaron Cooper doing a good job on the defensive side with 1 rebound, 1 assist, a steal, and a block for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Then we look at North Border Eagles. Trenton Cosley with 5 points, in that first half, and a rebound and a steal. Jackson Johnson with 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Grant Cosley in the first quarter gets 3 points. Kyler Moore has 3 points and a steal and a block. And Aiden Stainbrook leading the way for the North Border Eagles so far with 11 points and an assist for the Eagles. And we'll take one more break, and when we come back, we will look at some keys for both teams here coming into the second half as we were just moments away from the start. Continuing the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance halftime show here on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Jim Berkemar, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butcher Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro. Corey Wright is ready for you as a Ruud dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, you'll want to talk to Corey today about a new Ruud furnace for your home or new construction. Now, you don't want to be left out in the cold, and that's why Goose River Heating and Cooling is available for you with 24-hour emergency service. Contact Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating and Cooling, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Ruud dealer. Here for you, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Back here at Wallhala Civic Center as we are wrapping up the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance halftime show for Auto Farm Home and Business. Visit with Ryan Opdahl in Hillsboro. Leaf, looking at some keys. You already touched on what you want Hillsboro Central Valley to do. Get a lot more head fakes, set things up for their offense. But then you look at North. But what else can the let's stay on the Hillsboro Central Valley. What else can they do to really take control here in this second half?
Hey, they're doing a good job working the ball around. I'd like to see maybe a few more cuts up the middle, find one of the guys in the paint, and then have them drive. That should make it easy to kick back out for a three, or those big guys can take it right to the hoop.
And then we look at North Border. Good job all around for them. They were finding lanes that they needed. They're going to have to keep that up. But what else does North Border have to do to close this one out?
Look at the chemistry between the Cosley brothers because they do a nice job. But also look at the chemistry between Johnson and Stainbrook. Two guys at 6'4". You can't go wrong with sending it into the block for them to just take it to the basket.
Starters back out on the floor for both teams as we get things underway here in the third quarter. The North Border Eagles lead the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 26-23 on the Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Pass down to Trenton Cosley on the near side. Out of the arc, going to throw that off of Parker Gallagher's knee. And it'll stay in favor of the Eagles here. So nice read there by Trenton Cosley as he'll pass this one off to Kyler Moore. Moore with it, looking up to Grant Cosley now on the far side. As Moore takes a step inside, passes inside the arc to Jackson, looking out to Grant Cosley. Moore having a lane, fakes it, looking out to Trenton now, and Trenton almost met by a defender. Now Johnson trying to get that one in, and there on the putback was Grant. Grant Cosley with the beautiful read as he will get things going here in the second half.
Little token press put on by the Eagles, but the Burros break it there.
So Hillsboro Central Valley, Parker Gallagher with the long pass down to Jacob Brandt. And now Caden Waterworth looks out to Brandt, who pulls up for a three off of the rim, no good. And they will get Tatum Limke on the foul there. Or Gannon Limke, excuse me. Tatum Limke is a different player for the girls squad. And now with it for the Eagles crossing half court. Pass up to Johnson. And quick passing the ball all around. Trenton Cosley takes a step inside, looking to Johnson, and Johnson going up, met by Brandt. Can't get that one to fall. And good defensive effort there by the Burros. As Peter Dryberg with it, long pass across the court to Brandt. Limke with it now, looking down to Parker Gallagher, who takes a couple steps towards the middle of the arc. Almost gets that one stolen away from Trenton. Peter Dryberg with the look. Off of the rim, won't get it, but Waterworth there on the rebound. Trying to get that one, but he is blocked. And the pass to Gallagher, no good, or it gets stolen away by Trenton Cosley. Finally gets a hold of that one. And now heading the other direction with it is the Eagles. Stainbrook with it now finds Cosley on the far side. Grant Cosley, to be exact. As Grant passes this one down to Kyler Moore. Back up to Grant for three. And he'll get that one to fall. Beautiful shot there by Grant Cosley.
And contested as well. Like I said, he's doing a nice job in there.
Jacob Brandt with it. Looking off to Parker Gallagher now. Burros got to get something to fall. So far, they have not had that luck as Gannon Limke will respond as he'll get a nice bucket there. And we have a timeout on the floor We will take a timeout here as well with 5:15 remaining in the third quarter. The North Border Eagles lead the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 31-25.
With the risks found in agriculture, it's important to have a crop insurance agent that understands your situation. Someone who will review your numbers and consider the different scenarios. Someone who understands farm programs and add-on options. IRE Insurance is here to help. With real-world experience, IRE Insurance will customize a plan to minimize your risk. Find out more at ireinsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center, the nest of the Eagles. It's a nice little name for your team here, as Trenton Cosley looks inside to Jackson Johnson, as Kyler Moore pulls up for a three, a long three at that, and he won't get that one to fall. So now heading the other direction with it is Hillsboro Central Valley, as Gannon Limke passing this one off to Dryberg. Long pass from Limke to Gallagher. Limke frustrated with himself, has put too much on that, as Gallagher can't get that one, as the Eagles get the ball back. 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Tough matchup all around. Expected this game to be a close one, and it has been for what we have seen. Trenton Cosley gets called on the foul here, or excuse me, a foul gets called while Cosley's going in. Give that foul to Jacob Brandt, his first of the game. Second team foul here in the third quarter. Long pass out to Grant Cosley. He's going to hand that one off to Aiden Stainbrook. Looking inside to Johnson. Blocked by Jacob Brandt. And they'll say last touch by Brandt. So stays fair for the Eagles. And what a defensive play there by Jacob Brandt. He's been doing it all, as Caden Waterworth gets a hand on that one. Pokes it out yet again. 24 seconds on the shot clock as that reset. Quick pass to Jackson Johnson, and poked away yet again, this time by Parker Gallagher. The Burros doing a good job contesting this inbound pass here, as the Eagles will finally get it. Trenton Cosley takes a step, passes out to Kyler Moore now. Trying to hand that one off to Grant Cosley. He wasn't ready, but he can chase that one down. None of the Burros were ready for that either. Now going inside to Grant Cosley. Draws a lot of contact, and he will score regardless. Cosley, beautiful effort there. Pass all the way up to Jacob Brandt with it for the Burros now. Peter Dryberg looking up to Gallagher. Dryberg will find Brandt on the near side as Waterworth pulls up for two. Nice little floater there, and he will get that one to fall.
Great shot for Waterworth. Pull up right above the lane, and easy shot. Great job.
Trenton Cosley crossing half court. Going inside the lane. Can't get that one to fall. Beautiful effort there by the Burros, as there on the rebound is Gallagher. Or excuse me, that is Dryberg. And pass stolen away by Grant Cosley. He'll get that one up to his brother, Trenton Cosley.
Talk about brotherly love, brother chemistry.
Yeah, and you mentioned that during halftime, Leaf. It's something the Burros are going to have to watch, that chemistry between the Cosley brothers. As Dryberg's pass blocked or swatted away by Trenton Cosley. And now we will see Grayson Oman check back into the game for the Eagles. Gallagher with it now, as he'll just pass that one to Dryberg as he finds Brandt in motion. Gallagher now in the corner for three. Off of the rim, no good. Waterworth trying to fight for it. Who did it go off of? It'll go off of the foot of the Eagles. Stays in favor of the Burros.
This is going to be a hard pass, Jerry. That corner is always very tough.
Jacob Brandt trying to go in motion. Long pass out to Peter Dryberg, now who will find Brandt in the far side corner. Cross court to Gallagher. Takes a step up to his right. Now going inside to Waterworth, and Waterworth from the free throw line. A hand got on it, and he won't get that one to fall. As now the Eagles in transition. Cross court, going inside the lane, pass inside to Johnson, and Johnson will get that one to fall, and he'll go to the free throw line for an and one play.
Great job by Cosley underneath to pass that one out. He was triple teamed, and Johnson is a big guy, just able to lift up on that underneath the basket.
Call that one on Parker Gallagher. As Johnson will miss that one. First free throw of the night for either team. Passing up, Peter Dryberg was passing to Jacob Brandt, but Brandt was going in motion. 2:05 remaining here in the third quarter. As Trenton Cosley crossing half court with the pressure from Dryberg. Johnson looks out to Grant Cosley, who pulls up off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound, but it'll stay for the Eagles. And Peter Dryberg will get called on the foul there.
Got to move your feet, Jerry, otherwise you come up with that. And good call there. Tripped him up. That's all there is to it.
So stays fair for the Eagles. Grant Cosley with it now. 10-point lead as Trenton Cosley pulls up for a three off the rim. No good as Gannon Limke will get the rebound. Now crossing half court. 1:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Gallagher will send Dryberg across half court to get the pass. And now Gallagher looking inside to Jacob Brandt, who fades away for a two. Can't get it to fall. Aiden Stainbrook with it now, passing up to Omen. Now going inside to Johnson, out. Finds that, goes out to Grant Cosley. Pass to Stainbrook. We'll find Trenton Cosley as he goes inside. The Burros doing a good job adjusting on defense. And that'll go, and that pass a little too much on that as it'll roll off the hands of Jackson Johnson. So Burros get this one back with less than a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Still anybody's game, really. The Burros showing a lot of resilience here. Going inside, Limke there, and he will score. Beautiful assist, feed there by Brandt. Pass down to Stainbrook, and Stainbrook nails a long three-pointer.
Wow, what a shot there for Stainbrook.
He was just a couple steps in front of that 10-foot line for volleyball. That was a long shot for Stainbrook. Gallagher passes this one down to Limke. 13 seconds left. Shot clock is now off. And now the North Border faithful getting loud, making their presence known. Pass up to Grant Cosley, and he can't score as Trenton Cosley went for the rebound, and there to catch up with him was Peter Dryberg for the block with 1.8 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Quick pass out to Trenton, goes off his foot, he gets it off, and he'll drain it at the buzzer. At the end of 3 quarters, the North Border Eagles taking control, leading 43-29 here. We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. Hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kicks, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center, home of the nest of the North Border Eagles. The Eagles with the lead right now coming out of the third quarter. As Jacob Brandt gets the pass, who will find Alec Magnuson, who's checked back into the game for the Burros. Long pass down to the corner for Brandt. And Brandt looking inside to Magnuson, gets poked away, so stay in favor of the Burros. And Leaf closing out that third quarter with a second left. Trenton Cosley gets that three on the buzzer beater. And I mean, what a way to end the third quarter there.
Yeah, Burros can't let that take the wind out of their sails, though. They've got a chance to come back in this last quarter.
They just got to find some good looks. They've had the shots. They just got to start nailing them. As Limke will get that one to go, and how about that to start?
Yeah, that'll work out. That's a good lift for Limke, and he does a good job when he's in the lane like that.
Trenton Cosley going inside the paint, backing down, now finds Johnson. As Trenton Cosley for three, gets that one to fall. And as in that corner where he nailed the buzzer beater, and he'll get things going here with another three. As head coach Rupfold will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout here as well. On the Tim Gazette Seed Sales scoreboard, the Eagles lead the Burros 46-31.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Back here, coming out of the timeout with 7:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Hillsboro Central Valley Burros taking a timeout after a Trenton Cosley three will get things going for the Eagles. The Burros down by 15 here. They've managed to keep themselves within this game. It is not unmanageable here within the time that is left. The Burros offensively need to get some shots going and defensively need to make some stops. North Border's only lost one game, and that's for good reason. They have good looks like this that we've been seeing as Jacob Brandt pulls up for a three, goes off of the rim. But there, Magnuson on the rebound, trying to go draw a lot of contact, but he can't get it. As Aiden Stainbrook will just get another three-pointer for the Eagles. Stolen away there by Trenton Cosley, and Cosley will score.
Eagles are hot right now, Jerry, and they want to keep that up.
Yeah, applying that press defense here in this final quarter, especially for transition. Parker Gallagher with a look off of the rim, no good. Gannon Limke can get that one to fall.
Try to creep back in, down by 18.
As mentioned, it's not an unmanageable lead here. The Burros can fight back, but first things first, got to get a stop on defense. 5:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Grant Cosley has it for the Eagles. Looks inside to Johnson. Finding Trenton. And that'll bounce off of Peter Dryberg, so stays in favor of the Eagles. And we will see Caden Waterworth check back into the game for the Burros. A tough matchup. We knew this was going to be a tough one for both teams here. The Eagles, though, finding a way. As that's a three. Count that one for Grayson Oman. Oh, Oman with a beautiful look in the corner there. All of the points as that's stolen away by Trenton Cosley yet again. Jacob Brandt wasn't expecting that as Cosley came from behind to swat it away. So Grant Cosley with it now, slowing things down for the Eagles as they'll try to let something develop here as Johnson starts backing down, looking out to Cosley, excuse me. Johnson met with the press from Gallagher. And now Cosley going in and blocked by Peter Dryberg. And we will see a couple substitutions. Jace Leshik checks into the game for the first time tonight, and we'll also see Aaron Cooper check back in.
Get those guys a rest. Get some fresh legs out there. See what happens.
Quick inside pass to Johnson, and Waterworth with the beautiful look there to apply the pressure as Johnson can't get that one to fall. 4:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As Aaron Cooper gets this one cross court, finds Leshik. Leshik trying to go down to Waterworth, stolen away. Grant Cosley with it now. As he passes this one back out to Trenton, and Grant's three-pointer, no good. They actually will not count that one.
No, he says the basket's good, but as
a two-pointer, because they'll count that one.
Stainbrook came from behind and pushed, and he gets his second foul.
So Gallagher now in transition. As Aaron Cooper trying to cross half court, will get across. Looking inside to Waterworth, who pulls up for two, can get that one to fall. As now the Eagles crossing it, Trenton Cosley going around, but he'll step outside, foot on the line, and turnover by the Eagles.
Good defense. The Bros need to keep this momentum going for them if they want to get back in.
Coach Dan Moore for the Eagles chatting with the refs, trying to just get some confirmation here. Oh, they actually, I think they're going to count that last three-pointer because they just added a point here. So I believe that shot from Grant Cosley would actually count. So that's three instead of two as Caden Waterworth's shot's blocked, but then Limke there on the rebound to get that one right back. So kind of a interesting set of circumstances here. I'm not too sure, but it's what happened, and we have a timeout here on the floor by head coach Dan Moore. We'll take a timeout as well with 3:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The North Border Eagles lead the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 57-37 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Genuine starts here. There's one easy way to keep your AGCO equipment productive all year with genuine preventative maintenance from AGCO Parts. When you check, change, and replace using AGCO Parts preventative maintenance products, you get the promise of maximum performance and increased uptime. Visit Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada to see our full selection of preventative maintenance parts products, or give us a call at 784-2961 to place an order today.
Back here at the Wallhala Civic Center, here at the home of the North Border Eagles. The Eagles leading the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 57-37 on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. And kind of interesting set of circumstances here, Leaf. I'm not 100% sure. We were talking about this during the break. The three-pointer by Grant Cosley was tipped in by Aiden Stainbrook. And initially they called it as the two-pointer for Stainbrook. But then Coach Dan Moore would have a chat with the refs, and they would actually bump that up to one more point, so they would count the three-pointer instead for Grant Cosley. And Aaron Cooper with the beautiful defensive play gets that one to fall off of Trenton Cosley. So Burros get this one back. Interesting set of circumstances, but the Burros now just trying to claw their way back. Short amount of time to do it. They have not had a lot of success so far in the second half, shooting from beyond the arc as Aaron Cooper goes into the lane, and that one will just go off of the rim as Jace Leshik is there. Leshik gets the rebound, but he'll get called on the travel. So turnover regardless for the Burros.
That's too bad. You got to make sure that you're making those lifts from inside the lane.
3 minutes exactly remain here in the fourth quarter. Aiden Stainbrook with it for the Eagles. Long pass down to Trenton Cosley as he floats that one up, in and out of the rim. No good, but Stainbrook there on the rebound. As passes this one inside. We'll find Grant Cosley, and Grant Cosley will score. And so now the Eagles now the Burros with it, excuse me. Aaron Cooper looking down to Leshik on the near side as Gannon Limke having to throw this one out to Aaron Cooper, who finds Caden Waterworth almost in, as Gannon Limke will steal this one right back or fight for it, and he gets the rebound and the layup there to go for the Burros. Pass up to Grant Cosley. Grant Cosley and Trenton Cosley, I do not think we have seen them take a break in this game at all. They have been on the floor the entire time. What conditioning we have seen here. As Grant Cosley, not even looking like he's tired out there on the floor as he drains another three.
Great job by him just pulling up. He had a little bit of a contest there as well.
Jace Leshik trying to pass this one out to Caden Waterworth, but there to swat at it first was Aiden Stainbrook, and then he'll swat this one away again, and we have a foul here on the Burros. Give that one to Gannon Limke.
Looks like we'll have
a platoon swap here on the floor. We have a 22 out there. I do not have the name for that one. But we also have Riley Olson, Alex Cotton, and Landon Olson out there along with Gavin Mitzel.
Riley Olson also out there as the Eagles take a timeout to do the same.
So North Border with it, dumping this one out. We also have a large swap for the Eagles as Alex Cotton with the steal there, and he will score. And that is number 22 is Michael Longthorne for the Hillsboro Central Valley, and now also on the floor for the Eagles is Josh Zahara, Nicholas Carrigan, and then we will also see Logan Peterson out on the floor along with Cody Eisenbeis. So Eagles with it. Riley Olson there on the defense, and it'll cause a jump ball situation.
Also out there for the Eagles is Daniel Dummer wearing the number 15. Dummer, excuse me.
Zahara will go out looking for Dummer, and Daniel Dummer will miss that three. Now crossing half court is Riley Olson for Hillsboro Central Valley. Alex Cotton going inside the lane, passing out to Olson as he finds Mitzel. Now going inside is Longthorne, trying to pass that one off to Landon Olson. And that's stolen away by North Border. The Eagles now in transition with his Logan Peterson, as they are just going to let this one run out at the end of it all. Excuse me. At the end of it all, the North Border Eagles can hold on for the win here, as they will come away victorious 61-42 over Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some coaches' comments and look at some stats here throughout the game as we wrap things up here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. You can find all of your hardware needs for all seasons. They have everything you need to keep up with Old Man Winter, including shovels, scrapers, ice melt, and more. If you're doing remodeling or other do-it-yourself indoor projects this winter, stop by Olson Hardware. You can pick up your paints, stains, and all of the other accessories too. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the amazing Rest Mattress at Olson Hardware. Your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
Back here at Wallhala Civic Centers, we are wrapping things up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your final score here, the North Border Eagles come away victorious over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 62-41. And I gotta say, this was a clean game. These 4 quarters seemed to fly by. They were just going so quickly. We only saw 1 free throw that entire game, or to my knowledge. So it was a clean game all around. As we get set, getting ready to join us now is the head coach of the North Border Eagles, Dan Moore, as we're wrapping things up here. To wrap things up, after the end of the first quarter, the Eagles would lead 14-13. At the end of the second, the Eagles would lead 26-23. At the end of the third, they would continue to lead 43-29, and then 62-41, your final. Now joining us is head coach Dan Moore of the North Border Eagles. And coach, first off, congrats on the win. And I mean, tough game. We knew this was going to be a battle out there. What worked for you guys out there on the floor tonight?
Well, we kept everything spaced out. We moved the ball. We were patient, and we took good shots. You know, we didn't really force hardly anything all night long, and we talked that was going to be key, is value every possession, make every shot count. We can't just go flying into those big bodies and hope to maybe, beg for a foul kind of an issue. We just needed to make sure that if we went in there, we had a purpose. And, sometimes we got to the rim and sometimes we didn't, but we were really smart and kicked out, and we found shooters, and we shot the ball well tonight. That's what we knew we needed to do.
And you look at that first half, it was a lot closer than what we saw in the second half. You go into halftime leading only by 3. What were you telling the boys in the locker room that let them come out here with just such a fire in the second half?
It's not that we played a poor first half. It was actually one of our better first halves, but first halves have kind of been our nemesis this year, to be honest with you. We have not really been great in the first half. It seems like we just kind of come out and decide to feel teams out a little bit. And it really seemed like that's what we did tonight, is we kind of looked at what they were doing. We knew they were going to come out and trap in the second half. We'd watched enough film and talked about them enough. And, that's what they came out and did. And we hit our shots. We started taking some open looks and really made a difference that, I think we gained confidence over halftime. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but, we seem to weather the storm. Even some of the weaker teams we played this year, we've had some bad first halves. And, I'm not sure what it is about our boys. We're not gonna go where we want to go if we continue that. That's for sure. But our second halves have been a strength for us.
Yeah, and you talk about the strength of your second half. You close out the third quarter. Trenton Cosley with that beautiful 3 to close it out. What was the feeling like going into the huddle, leading into the fourth quarter there after that shot?
Well, we kind of bobbled the pass, and I thought, oh great, we're not even gonna get a shot off. But he put up a nice 3, knocked it down, and that's when those kind of things happen. It's a little demoralizing for the other team, and it's a momentum builder for us. So coming to timeout or coming to the end of the quarter, and we talk about it and say, hey, just keep moving the ball, keep being smart, keep taking good shots. And credit to the boys. They were confident enough where they shot some big 3s early in the shot clock here, especially in the fourth quarter. I called a timeout and I told them, boys, you can shoot them right back in this game too, So, you got to be careful here. Luckily, they were falling and things went well. But yeah, it's a very good basketball team, and, they caught us on a really good night. So there's no guarantee that happens next time we see them, and I'm sure it's going to happen again. We'll run into them in regionals, and so hopefully we shoot just as well that night, and hopefully we can play defense like we did tonight.
Coach, before I let you go, any more final thoughts on tonight as you wrap up region play here with the victory?
We have one more region game. We still play Cavalier next week. So
okay.
So we have one more to go. It's we talked that we close out with Hillsboro, Lemoore, Cavalier, and Central Cass. So we knew that we had 3 very good basketball teams, and Cavalier's a rivalry game. So you never know what's going to happen. So this was a good start to these last 4 for us. Get off to a good start here, and just hopefully continue playing well for the next week and a half and heading into tournament time.
Coach, thank you for your time, and congrats on the win tonight.
Thanks a lot.
head coach Dan Moore of the North Border Eagles. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll hear from Trenton Cosley, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Contact the guys at RDK Enterprises before the winter breaks to spring and your equipment isn't ready for the field. RDK Enterprises specializes in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and they have the full line of precision planting products. Call them up and schedule your maintenance or software updates at 701-636-2119. They're more than happy to talk about any other issues that may be affecting your precision planting. Spring is closer than you think, and RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton can help you out. 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Reed Insurance, Terry Reed and Julie Larson, serving you with homeowners, farm, auto, multi-peril, crop hail. They're here to help you with the insurance you need. Located in the Wright Implement Building in Hillsboro, call Julie or Terry today at Reed Insurance, 701-636-5471. Visit with Terry Reed and Julie Larson for the insurance coverage you need. You can depend on Reed Insurance.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, the North Border Eagles take care of business here against Hillsboro Central Valley. They come away victorious 62-41. Now along with me is our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Trenton Cosley. And Trenton, to get things going, congrats on the win. And you get this big win against a region opponent. How was the team feeling coming out of or after the final?
We've been having a long week of practice. We've practiced really hard. We kind of talked after we've watched a lot of film, studied a lot of things that Hillsboro likes to do, and we just knew we had to come out. We had to rebound really well, and we focused on boxing out all week. We knew it was going to be just a defensive battle. We knew they were going to try to hold us down on offense, and we knew we had to play really solid defense and just keep everyone in front of us. And most importantly, we had to talk on defense. And we knew we had to hit shots, so we've been doing a lot of shooting and just really trusting one another, I think, is the big thing tonight. And we all trusted one another perfectly, and it worked out in the end.
Yeah, definitely. And, going into halftime, it was a lot closer. You're leading 26-23. What were you guys all talking about? Because in that second half, you seemed to just come out with a fire in your bellies.
Oh, we got in the locker room right away, and we were just everyone was talking very high. Obviously, you want to keep all the spirits high as much as possible, and just make sure everyone stays positive. That's a big thing, is you don't want to get down on yourselves. We played a heck of a quarter. We got hot. They got really hot early. They came out, hit 3 threes to start the game, and we just knew we had to stay calm and stay relaxed, and we just had to trust one another and do what we can do. And we ended up coming out in the second half. Coach said the same thing in the locker room, and big thing again, we just had to trust one another in that second half. Trust that your teammates' shots will go in. Trust that they got your back on defense. If you need help, just really talked on defense in that second half, and we really turned up the intensity. We started picking up more pressure on the two-court press with Grant, and it seemed to work very well for us.
Yeah, and I have to talk about this because it was the highlight of the night. You have 1 second left on the clock. What was going through your head when you took that final three-pointer to close out the third quarter?
Well, the first thing that went through my head was, oh no, I just messed it up, because I kind of fumbled it and it bounced off my foot, and I caught it, and I knew I had to get it up fast, and we always mess around and kind of practice those type of ridiculous 1 second shot left. Those are always the shots you're practicing growing up as like a 5-6-year-old kid in your driveway with a hoop, and just turned out that I got the opportunity to make one, and I got lucky a little bit there, and I got it to go.
Yeah, it was a beautiful shot. And
thank you.
And now, after tonight, you still have Cavalier for one more region game, and kind of a bit of a rivalry there. What's going to be the focus? What do you feel your focus is going to be in your practices moving forward tonight?
We're going to reiterate the same things we kind of been working on. We always know we got to come out defensively strong. We have issues sometimes coming out with slow starts, and we've been working on just trying to keep our tempo up, keep a high energy, and everyone stays positive, and we're just going to kind of really focus on defense. We know our team can. We know we can score a ball with our offenses. Our coaches have phenomenal offenses for us to get open shots, and we know we got to knock down open shots when they come, and we got to trust one another and just ball movement. Sometimes we get a little stagnant on offense. We can't have that. We know that we just got to. Hey, if you got to cut, yeah, I know you might be gassed, but you got to make a cut. We got guys on the bench that can come in and they can cut for us, and that's a big thing. We trust. We can go about 8 guys deep, and we trust all 8. We trust all. We got 14 on the team. Everyone trusts everyone, everyone knows what everyone can do. We've all grown up together. We've grown up since playing basketball since 4th graders, and you can really see the trust out there that we have in one another. And we're going to hopefully carry that trust and just keep the momentum high, keep high spirits, and just bring that all the way into tournament time.
Yep, and obviously you'll most likely see Hillsboro Central Valley again in the tournament. But Trenton, before I let you go, just any more final thoughts on tonight's victory and moving forward as a team, where you guys can go from here?
I'm very proud of everyone. Everyone we put together, we always talk about putting together a 4-quarter game, and I feel tonight was our darn best effort at putting together a 4-quarter game, and I hope it's not the only one we got left in the tank, and we're just going to come out, work on defense, trust one another, and hopefully the marbles kind of fall in our corner in the end.
Trenton, thank you for your time, and congrats on the win. Trenton Cosley, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. We'll be right back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield and all Delta dental insurances. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro, for when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair. Visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
North Dakota state law requires students attending school to be up to date on immunizations that protect them from life-threatening diseases such as measles, chickenpox, mumps, or pertussis. Trail District Health Unit reminds parents to get your children all the recommended vaccinations for their health and the safety of our community. Contact Trail District Health Unit if you have any vaccination questions or if you would like to schedule an appointment. Call 701-636-4434 for Trail District Health Unit.
Back here on your live event here at the Wallhala Civic Center as we are wrapping things up. We will go ahead and move on to our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. And we'd have to give that one to Grant Cosley. Everybody on the team seemed to have a good connection with him as he will end the night with 18 points. And just getting those good looks, he was able to make a connection from beyond the arc as he ends the night shooting 4 of 7 from beyond the three-point line. And you can't ask for better than that. And he is our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, Grant Cosley for the North Border Eagles. We'll take another break. When we come back, we're just waiting on head coach Elliot Repvold for the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. And we'll get some comments from him on tonight here. As we wrap things up, the North Border Eagles come away victorious over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 62-41 on the Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Valley General Store is ready for your business. Valley General Store is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the intersection of Highway 200 and Highway 75. They can meet many of your needs with hardware, plumbing, electrical, tools, groceries, meat, fresh produce, frozen foods, baked goods, paper products, pet supplies, and other household goods. Check out Valley General Store's Facebook page for the weekly grocery sales flyer. Now open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It's Valley General Store in Halstead.
Back here on yourliveevent.com, wrapping things up here at the Wallhala Civic Center. We will go ahead and move on to our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. And you got to give that Precision Player of the Game to Gannon Limke for the Burros. He ends the night with 7 rebounds and 19 points. He was as precise as he could be for HCV here. And speaking of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, now joining us is the head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, head coach Elliot Rutvold. And coach, obviously not the way you wanted things to go tonight, but it was a competitive matchup. What were some of the big positives you saw out there from your team tonight?
Well, I thought the first half we defended them pretty well. I thought we were getting out on shooters way better, and I thought defensively played pretty well that first half. We fell in love with the three-point shot a little bit too much. I mean, that's not our game. Made a couple early, and then sometimes you end up chucking up a bunch, and I thought we shot way too many in that first half and didn't get any touches in the lane. Then the second half, I don't know what happened. They didn't change anything, and we were lost out there. I don't know. Defensively, we just got lost. Made way too many mental mistakes, and they took advantage of every single one we made. And they made 12 threes, but we didn't contest too many of them, and we got to be better defensively than that, and especially in that second half. And we were missing guys in our against the zone. I mean, the high post is wide open. We're missing them a little bit. It just wasn't a very good half, and this team has kind of been that way all year long. Things go a little south on us, and we can't seem to get out of a funk. So we gotta work on that here in the next 2 weeks. Yeah,
definitely. And you look at that second half, as you mentioned, struggled offensively shooting, and you were shooting a lot more from beyond the arc. Moving forward, what's gonna be the focus for these next couple of practices for your team here, moving down the stretch here for the final stretch of the season?
Well, we got 2 weeks and 1 game, so we got a lot of practice to work on things. Keep ourselves in shape and get in a little bit better shape, and just get better. These guys gotta remember where we came from and what we did to get back to this point, and that's the most important thing. Seems like this team is. We've talked about it all year long. Things don't go well for them, and we just can't get ourselves out of that. We just don't seem to have that, whatever it is, to get guys out of things and make the next best play. Instead, we're trying to make the great play, and then defensively, like I said, that second half, they took advantage of every time we didn't match up or get in the right defense. We had 2 or 3 times where we had the wrong guy in the wrong place to get a wide open 3 from the corner, or we go double team somebody when we told them not to double team and they get a wide open 3. All kinds of stuff like that. So I mean, it is what it is. You gotta move on. This game, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't mean much except wearing blue uniforms the first round of the region tournament. It was 2 or 3 either way, whatever happened. So we'll be wearing blue, and hopefully we get another shot at North Border, and we can play a little better. When it comes to the region tournament, all I got to do is put 3 games together. That we've talked about that. I've been doing this for a long time. It's whatever team can put 3 games together, and we got a team that can do that. But we gotta get a little bit better here in these next couple weeks.
Yeah, and as mentioned, potentially going to see North Border again in the region tournament.
Yep.
As you head into the region tournament, what's going to be the big message for the boys out there on the floor? You don't want them to get into their own head, especially if you have to face up once again with North Border.
Yeah, and like I said, this was a microcosm of last year's game we played with them. I mean, it was a tight game in the first half, and we came out in the second half, and they just took it to us. Same thing tonight. So we got to figure some things out as far as that's concerned. They just got to play with confidence, and they didn't tonight. We got nothing out of our guards tonight. That can't happen against a good team like that. You're trying to get the ball inside, but our guards got to be able to score some baskets, and we never looked to push the ball against. Every time they got to get their zone set up, we never transitioned. We had some opportunities to, but we never did. Little things like that we got to work on as a team. If you don't get many easy baskets, it makes it pretty tough. So when we've gotten easy baskets against other teams, we've done pretty well. And then they weren't pressuring us too hard tonight, and I think we had 16, 17 turnovers probably tonight, and that's way too many against a team that's really not pressuring you that hard. Yeah, they are in the zone a little bit, so we got to clean that up a little bit too. Like I said, if we can keep our turnovers down to 10 to 12, and we can out rebound a team by 15, 20, we're going to be pretty tough to beat. But when you give the other team, those touchdown plays on the other end off your turnovers, those will kill you. And we gave them 3 or 4 of those in that second half. Coach,
Before I let you go here, any more final thoughts on tonight's matchup, where the team can go from here?
Well, like I said, we got a week to go here, and week to go before I play Lake Park Ottoman, a good team out of Minnesota, coming to our place. So we're going to have to use that as that springboard to get us into the region tournament, because then we got another week to wait for the next one. So we're going to be working on lots of little things here in these next 2 weeks, working on situations, working on stuff that we're still missing against zones and things like that, and just try to get our confidence back here in these next 2 weeks. And like I said, we're as good a team as anybody when we play our game. I told them if the game was in the 50s, we'd have a pretty good chance tonight, and I thought that was going to be the case the way that first half went. We just didn't play very well the second half. So, like I said, maybe if we see them again, they'll be a little overconfident, and we can take advantage of that. We'll see.
Coach, thank you for your time. Safe travels, and good luck on your final game of the season.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Head coach Elliot Repvold of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros here. As we are wrapping things up here, we'll take another break. And when we come back, we'll have some final stats for you here on YourLiveEvent.com.
West Main Pizza, 784-3700. Specialty Pizza, Calzones, Signature Pizza, Famous Cheese Squares, breads, salads, wraps, 8-inch subs, paninis, pasta, traditional chicken, chicken wings, nachos, tacos, specialty treats, appetizers, sweet treats too. Dine in, carry out, curbside. West Main Pizza, 784-3700. More than just pizza. Here's another reason why you should contact Mike, Darren, and Tim at Right Implement Hillsboro. Let them know I said call Right Implement.
For shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair, and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Back here at Wallhala Civic Center, as we are wrapping things up here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your final score, the North Border Eagles coming away victorious over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros 62-41. Well, we will move on to some unofficial stats as we wrap things up here for tonight. Starting with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Gannon Limke ends the night with 19 points, 7 rebounds, and a block. Peter Dryberg will end the night with 7 rebounds and 2 blocks. He showed a lot of promise on defense there. Didn't really shoot the ball a ton. Had a lot of looks, but didn't take them. Caden Waterworth will end the night with 4 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Jacob Brandt will end the night with 10 points. With 12 points. Pardon me. He ends the night with 12 points, 2 rebounds, assist, and 1 block. So he got things going early for Hillsboro Central Valley, but just could not continue that play into the second half as the Burros would struggle. Alec Magnuson will end the night with 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Aaron Cooper closes out the night with 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a block. And then also Alex Cotton ends the night with a steal and 2 points. Looking at the stats for the North Border Eagles, Trenton Cosley, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, he ends the night with 15 points, 1 rebound, and 4 steals for North Border. Had a big impact for the Eagles there on the defensive side and really made his presence known. Jackson Johnson ends the night with 6 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a block. Grant Cosley ends the night with 18 points, leading the North Border Eagles. He also had a rebound and a steal. Kyler Moore ends the night with 3 points, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Aiden Stainbrook will end the night with 17 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And to wrap things up, Grayson Oman ends the night with 3 points. Leaf, your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Hey, I thought that the first half the Burros did a really nice job, and it was good to see them playing competitively and only down by a bit. And then I know I got to stand here and listen to Coach Rutvold talk a little bit, and I think this was a game that they let just kind of slip away from them. I saw a similar thing happen to them when they played in Thompson, that last loss they had, where the sales just kind of went down on them. And so keeping the energy up and just not letting those big pointers and the big three-pointers anyway get you down. I don't know if I was talking with a fan here. I don't know if the 2-3 defense was what they needed to do, but I don't know if a man defense would have worked against this Eagles team either, Jerry. So that's one of the things, and we'd heard Rutvold talk about how they got one more game. It's against a Minnesota team, so that'll give them a chance to try one more thing out, build their confidence, and then go into the tournament. And I think this is a team that the Burros can beat, but the Eagles, flying as high as they are right now, doing a good job, and I think that they can, if they keep their momentum going and don't trip up in that tournament, that they'll do well. But they're going to probably face a tough Thompson team, a tough Hillsboro team again, and those 3 teams at the top, and it could go any way for those 3 guys.
Yeah, definitely, and I kind of misspoke when talking with head coach Dan Moore for North Border. I flipped my teams because I said North Border finished up region play tonight, when in actuality North Border has one more game in region against Cavalier, which is a big rivalry game for them. So it's going to be interesting to look how they go down the line here. But that's going to do it for us here at Wallhala Civic Center. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, and we ask that whenever possible you show your support by patronizing these businesses or just by going in and saying thanks, because without their support, broadcasts like these aren't possible. We'd also like to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in here for this big matchup, as without your support, broadcasts like these wouldn't be possible. You can go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube, which you are currently watching here at Your Live Event, or you can follow us on Twitter for any updates and tweets here at Your Live Event 1 on Twitter, or go to our website, yourliveevent.com, to view our broadcast schedule for games coming up. All recaps will be posted to rnjbroadcasting.com. Once again, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in. As for Leaf Bakken, I am Jerry Peralta. Thank you all. Have a wonderful Thursday night, and stay warm out there.